What's good, everybody? It's your boy right here, man. BPS content creator, masculinity Thanos, red pill Thanos. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Everybody's been talking about this, so I let the heat settle. I know it's still a hot topic amongst the sports community, and no, I'm not talking about Deshaun Watson's multi-sex harassment scandal that has resurfaced to the level I'm not talking about that. Even though I think he's going to be done after this year in Cleveland, we're not going to speak on that. We're going to speak on the whole Tyreek Hill incident. If you don't know, if you're not caught up, trust me, I know you are. It's been everywhere on the news. Tyreek Hill, the all-star, all-pro receiver for the Miami Dolphins, was recently arrested or quote-unquote detained for reckless driving and speeding. Now, from the outside, when we first saw the video surface, you couldn't tell what was going on. We saw all these officers gang up on this one formidable, known black man in Miami, the face of Miami, as the Dolphins, former Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs, now Miami Dolphins. He was on the ground, 6 officers, a knee in his back. Luckily, by the grace of God, no guns were drawn. So we only saw that. He was forced to sit down, everything. We didn't get the audio. So the body cam footage has surfaced now. And you saw it from the officers who stopped Mr. Hill and the whole 9 yards. So let's walk it through. I'm not a police officer. I know nothing about this, so we're going to walk it through. Officers come up to Tyreek Hill, hits the window. Tyreek said, "Don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that." Then it comes down to, Tyreek Hill had his window down, gave him the license registration. He said, "I'm on my way to this game, blase, blase." Then he gets yanked out the car. Forced to the ground like some criminal, everything like that. Officers come. You see so many officers. What troubles me, and I'm going to get into more of this down in a minute, you have 6 officers with 1 man. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You have 6 officers for this one guy. 6 for 1 man. He's not Andre the Giant. He's not this behemoth. He's not this, this strong, world's strongest man. He is a 5'10", 5'11", 185, 190-pound receiver for the Miami Dolphins. He's just going to work to play football, to provide for his family and his kids. That's all he's trying to do. Yeah, if he was speeding, cool, give him a ticket, go about his way. If he give you lip, match that, but don't overdo it. But the officer in that time overdid it, wanted to get his name out there, strut his stuff, poke his chest out like he the big bad wolf, and force Tyreek Hill on the ground. Backup comes. Like I said, don't know why it takes 6 officers to take down 1 individual. It doesn't make any sense. But whatever, let's keep it pushing. Then you had Calais Campbell, his teammate, who was on the way to the game, saw this, and he interacted with it to try to defuse the situation with the cops. But the cops thought he was just he was some kind of local bred, some kind of whatever, and they told him to get his hands up. He was trying to defuse it. He was trying to calm it down. But then he got arrested. He got detained with Tyreek Hill. He had all this on him. And then you saw more teammates of him pulling up, "Hey, man, what's going on?" And these officers getting into it with him. It was only one officer, I don't know what his name was. He was kind of calm, telling, the guys, the teammates to chill. We're trying to handle the situation. He was going to, blase, blase. He was talking to Calais real good. It was more of the other officers who was overstepping their boundaries. Understand, you may think everybody's a considerable threat who look like us. Who look like, African-American black men, who look like us. Because I'm going to relate this to another topic. If you know Scotty Sheffield, the golfer, y'all remember what happened to him. Similar situation. Reckless driving, speeding. Was pulled over down the street from the event. He was literally in walking distance of the golf tournament. Was pulled over, put in handcuffs. But the difference between Scotty Sheffield and Tyreek Hill is there's no body cam footage of Scotty Sheffield. We don't know what was said between Scotty Sheffield and the officer. But we got Tyreek Hill. We didn't see knee in the back, a black man screaming. Scotty Sheffield was arrested and put in the back of the car, the door open, and they had to run his background. Okay, everything checks out. He was released to go. Tyreek Hill, knee in the back, forcibly sat down, talked to like he was an animal. There's teammates coming in the defense of him. "Hey, man, this is Tyreek Hill. We're all not Dolphin players. We can prove it. Woo-doo-woo." And you cussing his teammates out. Like they're gonna do something to you. They're trying to get their friend released so they can go to work and make a job, make a living for their family. But you wanted to step in the puddle of the water of the blue blood or blue mud, whatever the hell you want to call it, and say I'm him. I'm the officer that stopped the All-Pro Tyreek Hill. I'm the officer that did all this other thing, so I can get brownie points amongst the people, amongst the crew in Miami PD. Now, since then, Miami PD has said anything. Drew Rosenhaus, Tyreek Hill's agent, has released a statement saying the officer should be fired that did Tyreek that way. But according to the news, he's on administrative leave. What else is new? Still collecting a damn check, or he's an administrator or something where he's pushing papers behind a desk. But what else is new? See, the thing about it between white athletes and black athletes, y'all see how white athletes interact with police? Sometimes they go overboard. Sometimes they overdo it. But think about it, they're never harmed in any kind of way. No scratches, no blood, no bruises, none of that. No pain. They get to go a long ride one day. Even everyday life. White guy gets pulled over, Asian, whatever. They leave without nothing touched. Black man, he don't know if he gets to see his family that day. Go to work. And in case of Tyreek Hill, luckily, I think the teammates of somebody actually ran information. Okay, yeah, he good. I don't know if he got a ticket or not. He probably did. Probably got a court date. He released, and he took it out on Jacksonville Jaguar fans. He got 7 receptions for $130, 1 touchdown. And he mimicked the detainment with his teammate Jalen Waddle. But all this goes to show to you is this. No man who looks African American black, who don't look like anyone else, is in danger. It's been that way since the dawn of time. We've seen so many routine traffic stops ending in a black man losing their life, or even pretty much a black man losing a life. We've seen some get put, we've seen unaliving by police. Floyd, Gardner, Faleon de Castile, you name it, Sandra Chapman, Sister Sonia Massey. We've seen all of this of black people being unalived by law enforcement over something minor. Something that we know we can walk out a lot of, but think about it, once we conform to what they are trying to give us, their protocol and their rules and regulations, once we conform to that and we give them to that, it still doesn't work. We're still a quote-unquote threat to them. And in that case, Tyreek Hill was a threat, but luckily the teammates came out there, but they were detained too and probably talked to like they were animals. But Scotty Shesfield and any other white athlete that has been come across law enforcement walks away unscathed. Gets to go without any questions. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And then you have the correspondents in the sports media world, one who has the #1 sports show in America, saying Tyreek brought this on himself. It's his fault that this happened. Everything is Tyreek Hill's fault. And then you go on your little soliloquy, your little rant, and you talk about how time you were pulled over in another state, another city. All 4 windows are down, 10 and 2 on the steering wheel. The police talk like you're crazy. You were arrested because you found out you so-called had a suspended license. You didn't know. You spent 4 hours in jail. You got out on bail. You paid a ticket. Got your license renewed. Blase, blase. You talk about another one where a white officer says, shut the F up, N-word, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And all the experience, and you were real respectful. The only thing Tyreek Hill did disrespectful, said, don't knock on my window like that. He didn't call him out of his name. He didn't spit on him. He didn't physically abuse him. He just said, don't knock on my window like that. And all that deserves that. And what you said, he brought this on himself. But this was your family, your correspondent. You wouldn't be saying that, Stephen A. Smith. But that's just my 2 cents on it. If you can see between black and white, can you see right and left? Can you see up and down, all around? Can you see that? But you love dancing for that top corporate job. That's what you do when you're on national TV, though. But I'm not going to get into that right now. But thank God Tyreek Hill's in one piece. He's good. He's great. Even though he probably got a court date. I know they're trying to get that officer fired. I want the investigation of all 5 other officers involved in that situation. Why did they do that so aggressively? Like he was some kind of threat, like he had a gun on him, and he was some Incredible Hulk juggernaut type of character. But we'll get into that at later times. If you like this video, family, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This your boy right here, man. BPS content creator, Masculine Thanos, Red Pill Thanos, on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow them in the description box below. Until next time, family, peace.